I'll be right back, okay? Oh my God. Grand Rising on, how are you? Oh man. I tell you, the older you get, you gotta warm up them feet, them knees, them everything before you get to moving around. Oh, how lovely. I love a good adventure. I do. Uh, the only thing about being one of the most severely and viciously hunted women in America, and I am, regardless of what the liars want to say, that Andre, I tell you, you got to give it to the guy. Andre Titties Jr. It's just funny to me because it doesn't matter how many times you catch that guy in a lie. He's just going to keep lying. Like that's the one thing I got to give to him. That Andre, ooh, when he's hot on a lie, that boy ain't going to let it go. I can only imagine what it was like raising him when he was a kid. Like, why didn't you do your homework? Well, because little Johnny told me I didn't have to do it. And then his dog, he told me he could watch me. And the dog ate it. Yeah, but little Johnny doesn't have a dog. So what? His neighbor has a dog, and his dog ate it. Like, really? That's the kind of guy we're dealing with. Oh, he's going to stick to his story, honey, even if it's all a lie. So I want to tell you guys just a little story time with Jaguar, because we're going to get all of this cleared up. Because, see, the one thing nobody's really talking about is why they keep running with lies and stories that they invented and created in 2023. Yes, yes, yes. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. These structures, they do a great job with them. They do. Real great job with them. You almost feel like you're not in a public outhouse. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in a public outhouse. With all of the things that are going on YouTube, with all of the things that are happening in the world right now, I really don't know how people feel so comfortable with just sitting there lying. Like Andre Turner Jr. would do anything to not have to admit the fact, something that his family has already done, including his aunt, that he lives off of my name, that he uses me, and he's been doing it for 5 years. I had been walked away from that clown show, especially after all of those interesting images that someone bumped into of him and his computer enjoying like really enjoying little people in not the nicest way on the dark net. Bet you don't want to talk about that. I guess that's why he doesn't have a problem with putting fake stories on everyone else, because his is so precarious. Like, he really is a degenerate scumbag, gambling addict who lives with his uncle. That's what he does. Do you know a gambling addict will lie about anything? Gambling addict will lie about their kid. Can't trust a gambling addict. They'll say anything for money. Like that scratch on his forehead that looked more like, you had a disagreement with one of your bookies. Because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like you got beat up a little bit. Looks like you got roughed up a little bit. Just like I think you got beat up last year. Well, not last year, but the year before, after you was with Denat. I don't think Denat is the reason why you broke your foot. I think you had some gambling debts. It would do you good to tell the truth. Find some new habits. Your life is sad, boy. It's sad. And it doesn't matter how many shows you set up to have your whole audience make fun of me and talk crazy to me. I mean, you've been doing it for years. I just don't understand why you pretend like you don't do it. Like, that's the thing. If y'all are so hot on what you do, if what you're doing is such a big deal, and it's so right, and I don't need to talk about Jag, but every time she tells a lie, I'm going to expose it. Where's the lie? Show me one lie, any of you, even the robot. What lie have you ever caught me in? You've caught me in none. That's why y'all work so hard to keep it up. You need people to believe that you caught me in lies. So you keep saying it over and over and over and over again, just like witches do. But unfortunately, spells do break. They're not going to tell you the truth. Oh, the troll farm? I promise you, friend, they are not going to tell you the truth. They are not going to tell you how terrified they are. They are not going to tell you that they know they're all busted. They are not going to tell you that if they don't get me, all of their lives are over. Like, they don't have a choice. This isn't about truth and justice in the American way. There's nothing American about anything they got going on. Matter of fact, it's all against the law. And it was all a part of the nasty, nasty, nasty agenda that the DNC was pulling together. And the DNC hired a lot of backyard pundits to sit on their social media apps and to lie to the public about what was really going on. Like, people keep lying about Jasmine Crockett like she's anything other than a piece of shit lying ass bitch cunt from Dallas, Texas. That's all she is. I still don't understand why people keep trying to promote this child. And why people think that just because you read down Marjorie Taylor Greene, that makes you a politician or a lawmaker in some way. Like, we got serious problems in this world with people running agendas and running plays that are going to do nothing but hurt our future, hurt our world. These people don't care about that. Andre don't care what the world turns out to be, as long as there's a slot machine in whatever version of it there is. So anyway, when I was being hunted and stalked in 2023 by the robot, by King World, And of course, HE2 was faithfully reporting it. My mom was hungry. She wanted some Jamaican food. So I went where I used to go and record with Famous until people came in and tore up his barbershop, moved him around so he couldn't even go back. It's funny. I came through there, that complex in Lancaster, Texas. And all I did was bring possibility and opportunity. And then the next thing you know, nothing but bad things befell everyone that I worked with around there, except for the Jamaican restaurant. Except for that. Sure enough. Now, the young man who I was on camera with, that was all a joke. Nobody was prostituting themselves for oxtails. No one has to. No one ever had to. Truth is, I didn't even have to pay for the food if I didn't want to. They would have given me anything. And as much money as I've spent in that place, I can see why. I'm an honored customer. But not only that, we're friends. He's a reggae artist. I guess everyone was forgetting that me and my second husband had just separated, and he was running around all over YouTube with that trash whore, Nikki, that incest person who let him have sex with her while she was pregnant with other people's children so that she could pin those kids on him, or at least try to say it long enough for people. Oh, you enjoyed the interview with Liz with me, and Liz have another one coming, so no, seriously. Like, I'm a woman. Y'all do realize that. And every now and then, I do things that women do. I was trying to make my husband jealous. Because he knows Baba. And he knows Goozy. So for me to flirt with him on camera, oh, I know that was hurting my ex-husband's feelings. That's why I was doing it. I literally flirted with that man. And the truth is, if they hadn't let Danny Robertson take down the channel so nobody could see what actually happened. See how that works? Something happens. I expose something or show something very real about my life. They screen record all that I do so they can have access to it. And then they terminate and delete my channel so the truth and the evidence of the truth isn't there, so then they can take their version with my image and my face and my likeness, and they can take a 30-second clip and turn it into 6 hours worth of commentary. Isn't that amazing? I mean, isn't that kind of amazing? I'm curious. You don't think that's amazing? Oh, that doesn't look like I'm at home, does it? That doesn't look like I'm at home at all. That doesn't look like I'm even at my studio at all. Goozy is a friend. Which is why he said no, which is why he didn't want to play along with me, because he wasn't trying to make my ex-husband jealous. Because if that fool was stupid enough to run up on him, he'd be forced to have to put him down. That's why he didn't want to go along with it. But of course, nobody cares about that. But everyone is very, 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 very happy and You know, very much so accepting of a gambling addict who jokes about prostituting himself because he ran through all of his super chat money and all of his cash app money. Like, to be insulted by a person like that, it's just, we've gotten to the point where it's just too much. It's too much. It's gone too far. And your voices are getting louder. I'll give you that. Like, it really doesn't matter how much recruiting on TikTok Storm Monroe did, looking for people like Ralph the Wise to replenish the sector. Because we cut through all the other loads of liars and we ripped all of them to shreds. Sure did. So they had to go over to TikTok. So they sent Storm Monroe over there, TikToking, recruiting weirdos like Ralph to come over here and be willing to sit online all day and lie on me. Now somebody might ask, why would Storm Monroe do that to you? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? Y'all haven't figured it out? Tasha K and Storm Monroe have been working together all this time. Them falling out was for the audience's benefit, so y'all wouldn't realize that they're still working together. That's all this is. That's all this has been. And when things get bad, and when money gets tight, and when they channels ain't making no money, then they reinvigorate their fake beef. He's beyond two-faced. But I do agree with a lot of people. He is exhibiting and showing signs of pharmaceutical abuse. Like the ampy, hyped up nature that he be trying to sell his lies now. Like, it's really, yeah, Stormisha popped this big old nasty face. I don't care if a man or a woman gives me head. Just somebody get me off. Yes, him. Stormisha Mokashe Alize Jenkins Monroe. Yes. Yes. You didn't think I knew that, Storm? Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. You didn't think I figured it out? That contract didn't come to an end. With Kibi Studios, you didn't wait for that contract to come to the end. It didn't. She don't need a contract for you, boy. All she needs is the evidence of all of the crimes that she tricked you into committing on her behalf. That check is holding over your head, no doubt. I have no doubt in my mind about that. Like that Chelsea story, that was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. That Chelsea book, even more embarrassing. Like, you people are really, you've completely lost touch with reality. But you, Andre? Nah. So you get busted with the truth on Maggie's channel, and then you go scurry back over to your channel and lie. And lie, and lie, and lie. I didn't try to prostitute myself for anything. I don't have to. It was a joke. But it's nice to know how a joke can become the truth on YouTube. If a joke can become the truth, can a lie become the truth as well? It's funny, we got 204 people in this room, and I got less than 150 likes. Well, I'm definitely not camming up anytime soon. That's for sure. Oh, thank you, Young. I'm just curious. There's so much collusion with so many people. But I will tell you this. Anybody who was ever a dedicated supporter to Tasha Ugh, Transrena. Ugh, keep it. Or Storm Monroe. Or even Love Jones. Like, these are people with no morals. These are people with... Like, I'm still trying to figure out how Love Jones lightweight accused Diddy's sons of trying to grape her and essay her and diminish her capacity to say yes with the DeLeon. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how last summer Love Jones and Storm Monroe sat there and tried to make themselves a fake part of the Diddy case. Like, they were literally trying to create a fake witness story with the Love Jones. It's sad. All the things that these people pretend to be. Do you know what they don't pretend to be, though? And I gotta give them this. Good people, because they're not. I'll be right back. My bad, y'all. I'll be right back. Too many toilets flushing in here. And we still sucking with them likes. I still need like 40, 50, 60, 11 more likes. Thank you. See, I guess I'm saying all this to say to y'all, we could do little. Y'all really are sucking with these likes. I mean, they're working so hard to suppress this channel. Like, the whole point of suppressing my channel, like, they're literally doing everything they can do. Have y'all noticed what they keep trying to do to the views on my channel? They keep trying to turn down everything. They keep letting these people put in false reports, do all kinds of stuff, because Razal Good is mad that he has to pay me for my content. That's how pathetic these people are. You know, but what can you expect from Jews, honestly? Like, I'm not even going, I can't say it any other way. What can you expect from a Jew? Like, really? Not all of them are bad, but let's just be honest. 85% of most Jews suck. They just do. And not as people, but they have no integrity in business. They will screw their mother over just to get to something. And that's funny, because that's what they say about black people. Don't tell anybody where we are, because I'm live on YouTube and you know the weirdos. Hi!
I'm such a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Do you hear that, guys? We're talking to someone that supports us. I love it. I love it.
Oh my god.
What's your name, friend? Hold on.
Nice to meet you too. I thought that was your voice. I was like, no, I'm tripping.
What a surprise.
Oh my god.
You never know who you're going to meet in a KOA, do you? Oh, thank you. Well, I hope I keep you company along your travels. That's the funny thing about my life. Moments like that. I meet all kinds of people all the time that know me and love me. I'm really fond of them too. I know. It's cool though. Like I can't lie, it is kind of cool to be able to have that connection with people that you don't know. And then when you see them, you see the friendship, you see the friendliness, and you're just grateful. There goes her ride. There goes her big rig. It's been that way my whole life, though. I can't even lie. I've been famous since I was a kid. 20-something, 20. This kid. To have all of that. To have all that. Oh, you got a light? It's great to catch the sunrise, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, you didn't even get started.
I want to walk over there. Scorpions.
Yeah. Scorpions and snakes. Oh, I'll never forget when one of the scorps got to the dog. Poor Poppy.
Oh.
Some of a bitch got his tail, rotted him from the inside out.
Oh my God.
And by the time they realized that it was from that scorpion bite when we went hiking in that trail, it was too late for old Poppy.
Oh.
They had to put Poppy down.
Poor thing.
It did that little teeny thing. Do a lot of damage. It would make a nice walk, though.
It would.
Have a good day, friend.
Yeah.
I'm a wilderness kind of person. I always have been. But you also have to obey the laws of nature. And when they say poisonous snakes and scorpions, you should probably pay attention. You can run out, stretch a desert. Snakes and scorpions everywhere. Of course, I can say happy birthday to Margie. What made you think I wasn't? Y'all know. That's my bathroom buddy. Beeping and honking. Let me find out. I'm a trucker's favorite. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you one thing. I love it that people think they know how to scare me. I wait, and who's gonna check the bill? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna turn that voice into a character so when my grandchildren are finally born, I can tell them about Didi the robot, the internet gobbler. And if you don't say your prayers at night, Didi the robot's gonna come to you and say, wait, who's gonna check me back? Who's gonna check me back? Like it's a fucking nightmare. Oh goodness. Margie, I'm not quite sure how old you are, darling, but what I will say is this. If you've been here as long as me, almost 48 years, I hope you're finding all of the wonderful things to laugh at. Remix, rinse, and repeat stories and lies. I tell you what I like to do. I like to get Andre turned around here on a mountain here, on a whole mountain trip. I want to get the whole troll farm to come and take a walk with me right here. I know it says no animals, but it doesn't say no trolls. You know? It doesn't say no trolls. I want to take y'all on a walk right here. I want to walk you right out there. Right there on the edge of that mountain rim. And just sit there with a bottle of snake juice and venom relief. And just watch it. Try to make it up out of here. Boy, what I wouldn't give to take any one of you trolls over here for a nature walk. I could hear the official King PDFer. Jackie! Jackie! The Scorpions is coming to get me! Oh yes, a troll walk, baby. A troll walk? What snake juice? You ain't never heard of snake juice? It's venom, we're telling. For people who spend a lot of time in the deserts, there's just certain things you keep. Certain things you keep. You know, when you're a survivalist and you're in survival training mode, when you're there, you better have your cat. You better have your backpack, and you better have your health kit. New Mexico. I've missed it here. Go and see my shaman. It's something special to give me. Special prayer for me. Interesting how the timing of it all works. Because people really thought I was going to be somewhere else, so that they could send people that they thought were cops. Well, they knew that they weren't cops. I guess they wanted us to think they were cops, but we're not stupid. You know, Mexican Sicaria have been coming to my home and coming to my doors for 5 years straight. When they can find it. You know? People following people home from work. It's creepy, G. It's creepy. Of course you can't see me. If I wanted you to see me, I would make it able for you to see me. It's not like the desert. I love the beach. And I love a good bayou. Something about mountains and me. They captivate me. Even now, I'm losing my train of thought just watching the sun come up. In the desert, over the mountains. It's beautiful. I wonder if any of those trolls ever get out. Oh, I love water. Y'all know I love water. I love water so much. I'd live in the back, but you know I'm a mermaid. Yeah. Pop into this cooler right quick. Oh, something done slid all around. Hey. Trading places? I'll be Murphy, you can be Aykroyd. Come on, Billy Ray. Let's move it around. Cause I want to get to the other side of the ridge and get to that mountain for we missed the morning play with the Coyotes. Once upon a time, I used to think that Coyotes were scary. I should be afraid of them. I tell you one thing, let 3 of them come at me and I got a baseball bat, they gonna find themselves in a bad situation. Man, I don't know why. I mean, there are still good people left in this world, but I don't know why so many people choose to be scumbags. I'm a good woman. I'm a good person. I've never been perfect, and I've never tried to be, and I think that's the thing that really bothers people about me. I don't really try to be anything other than what I am. I'm one of those people that learned when I was young the value of self-identity, self-mastery. Not being lost in the world, but being clear on who you are. See, when you're busy trying to be like everybody else, trying to fit in with everybody else, it's easy to go unseen. You're just like everybody else, right? How is anybody supposed to understand you? You have no individuality. You're like everyone else. What's the difference between a foothill and a mountain? Size. Foothill can get pummeled. A mountain can take every beating Mother Nature has and stay pristine in its form. You all want people to think I'm crazy. You all want people to think I'm this, think I'm that. Keep telling lies that you made up a couple years ago. And because people don't remember it, because it hasn't been seen, because it's been suppressed, because it's been thrown back, it really doesn't make any sense that there's only 300 people here and there's only 183 likes. I guess they're working super hard because that strike is about to come off my channel. And once that strike comes off, it's back up. By the way, have any of you guys seen part 2 of the Tammy Wallace story yet? Because it's out on the Jaguar Wright show. And if you haven't seen the Jaguar Wright show, it's right there in the thumbnail for you to check out for yourself. It is. How much does it suck for the troll farm right now? That they don't know where I'm at. See that part? I'm just gonna sit here. If y'all had any idea what was in that box. I got a feeling announcement is coming. All you poor things. And to you, Lady Targaryen. You want to be the new Shayna Lewis? You want to be the new goofy old hoe that they drag online to prank call the police and to lie on me, a defender of freedom, hurt my feelings. Defenders of freedom usually do hurt the feelings of liars. Poor thing. Did they tell you how Shayna Lewis ended up? Hey, Auntie Leah. Did they tell you? Shayna Lewis was so busy spewing out hate about me around the clock, calling DeSoto police and Dallas PD ad nauseum to the point where they had to tell her to stop or they were going to arrest her. Those are facts. And it really doesn't matter what her little friend Kim down there in Houston, which is funny because Kim, you tried to convince everybody that you lived in Dallas and you taught at a school in Dallas, but your friend Dante, just Dante, made it very clear that you live in Houston. Why did you lie? Why were you lying to all of your supporters? Let me suck your transcripts. Kim. Is it Kimberly? Kimberlina? Kimberlance? Like, I'm just trying to figure out. What kind of trashy hood name do you got? Me and Jaguar Wright are the same age. We don't look it, sweetie. We don't look it. We don't look the same age as at all. Can't y'all see the point of connection? How all these trolls keep bumping into each other. They used to mod for somebody, or they used to do this, they used to do the confusion and the chaos. God would not live there. Only the devil. Do I know when I'm what? What's in that box? Soon, I'm sure. I gotta let Big Daddy figure that out. But I tell you what though, consistently talking about my relationship, saying that my relationship is some kind of business arrangement and that the only reason he's with me is because he gets all of my money, then I'd like for you to cite your source. How do you know that to be true? Like you keep saying it over and over again. He's only with her because he gets all of her money. How do you know that to be true? You know what? I'm going to do you trolls a favor. I'm going to let you lead on this one. I want y'all to prove how that's true. Because, see, I know. I know. I know exactly where you got that information from. I know exactly who told it to you. See? See how that works? I leave booby traps for you people all the time. all the time. But see, Andre is the one that's stupid enough to keep repeating it over and over and over again with confidence. The only reason he's with her is because he gets all of Jag's money, and that's the only reason he's there. It's a business relationship. How do you know that? Andre, who told you that? Or better yet, who showed you that? See, there's a little video that I made a while back, last summer, while living in Vegas. And in that video, I said certain things regarding me and Odell. Now, we have a copy of that video. And I know who we gave that video to. The question is, why are trolls from the troll farm talking about that video subliminally? Let me put you on a game. If the recording that I'm talking about, the video recording I'm talking about exists, and we know who we gave it to, the only way y'all could know about it or speak about it with such confidence is if that person gave you that video. And that would be very telling and very dangerous. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because the person that let the troll farm see that video so that they could run around passing all that information, there's no way in the world anybody from the troll farm should know that person at all. Unless that person was working with the troll farm all along. Torrtious interference. It's when someone intentionally goes and tries to find ways to make you unemployable or to make it impossible for you to get your business or your business interests off the ground. It impedes a person's ability to earn a living. That's not legal. So if I'm working on a business deal, and in the midst of that business deal, certain information is given in confidence, and it ends up on YouTube, that would prove Torrtious interference, don't you? I don't know. Let's take a poll. Do you think it's criminal for someone to go into business with you for the purposes of nothing more than spying on you and impeding your ability to do your business and to get business out of you to hand to your enemies? Now, I wonder which company was stupid enough to turn that video over to the troll farm. Put a 1 in the chat if it sounds criminal for someone to play with your work, play with your business, and then use the information in your business dealings to give to a bunch of weirdo stalkers on YouTube to lie on you. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that's criminal. Imagine getting ready to go into business with someone and everything you tell them ends up on YouTube in a negative and derogatory fashion. I wonder which company I've worked with over the course of the past year and a half was stupid enough to agree to work with the troll farm. Because now that's conspiracy and collusion as well. All federal things. So how about Andre, the next time you decide you want to convince your audience that my relationship with Odell is fake, and the next time you want to convince people that the only reason we're together is because that man gets all of my money, then you should prove it. Matter of fact, everyone should go back to Andre Turner Jr. and ask him to show the evidence of what he's saying as fact. I bet you my recording is better than yours. Bet you. We sure do, Auntie Leah. See how stupid you are, Andre? You just had to push that fact. He's only with her. He's only with her because he gets... How do you know that? But what I will say is there is a recording. Bet you mine's is better than yours. But to that dumb idiot that gave the troll farm that video, you're in trouble, sir. You're in a lot of trouble. And if you think that y'all are gonna get away with it, oh, we're here in the desert. We fixing to pull up and deal with a lot of desert business. Margie, happy birthday, dear. And I got a little treat for you later on today. So, we gotta get ready to move around because, as you can see, the sun is fully up now. And it's time for me to get my hike on. You ready? I think I want to skip the snakes and the scorpions, but I know around the other side, we could probably hit it real good. I'm hungry too. Ready for breakfast. I will. I will. I'm gonna be spending time with my godson. God, I miss him. I miss him. Sweetest little boy from the reservation. He real world now. And he's getting taller. He is one of my hearts. I've missed him so much. You know, watching your godchildren grow up, even though they're not your kids, you know, you're there the whole way. He's gonna be a man in no time. And it's a good thing that Odell is with me. Now, I can get some of my money back from Odell and do something nice for my godson. Poor things. Imagine spending all that time trying to cut one for the big one for a thumbnail, and you can't even keep track of the subject you stalk. Can't even keep track. Nope. I'm gonna tell you something right now. All of you trolls are worthless. You're worthless. Y'all just keep fumbling. They do grow so fast. Very much so a bunch of weirdos. I tell you what I do know. when me and Odell first got together, both of us got trust issues. 2 marriages down. For him and for me, he got 2 marriages, I got 2 marriages. That's how you know that God put this thing together. And what God puts together can't no man put asunder. But I love the fact that when the rubber met the road, I had to choose whether or not I was going to trust Odell. And he had to choose the same. $10 months. We're literally 2.5 months away from our 1 year. One year. That was fast. I hope the 2nd year we get more time to just enjoy our relationship rather than surviving being in our relationship, us against the world. Like, but this box, I can't wait. So, yeah, I know. It's almost been a year. Thank you for that, Nun. When people are busy trying to convince you of something that they say is not true, you got to ask yourself, why do they have to keep working so hard to convince you? Why do they have to keep playing the same clip over and over and over again? Why can they go through a 2-hour live and only pick 30 seconds and make 8-hour live about that? This box. New arrival. But no, guys, we can do something about those likes. If you didn't like on your way in, please like on your way out. Oh, thank you, Lisa B. Rescue dogs. You want to know what I've learned about rescue dogs? Most of the time, they rescue you. Oh, Margie, we're going to do something special for you when we come back live late from the studio. But it is the Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom. I used to get up early morning and go hiking Sabbath mornings. I love hiking Sabbath morning. Just being in nature, being with God. This is God's church. This beautiful world he created for us to live on, and we really do take it for granted. Shabbat Shalom, all. Please don't forget to like on the way out. Looking for homes. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. So I just wanted to tap in because I know some of you have been like, where's Jag? I was busy working with Odell yesterday. Me and Odell have a lot more work to do. I think you guys are going to really enjoy what we got going right now. It's going to be fabulous. But if you're not going to produce the receipt of how you know what you think you know, and if you think that running with one of my booby traps, oh, Golden, I'm always paying attention, even when I'm busy. But we'll do a little something special for Margie today. Yeah, don't believe the hype. They're out of lies, and they're out of stories, and they're out of spies. They don't have anything else. They're going to keep inventing liars. They're going to keep rewriting history. They're going to keep, agonizing for 80 million hours over the same 30 seconds. That's what disinformation is do. That's what liars do. They just run their mouth and just go and go and go and go and go. But this box. Oh, y'all trying to figure out what all that stuff is there in the back. Y'all gonna find out. Oh, they're beyond desperate right now. What they're trying to do is prove to everyone that they're not criminals. And unfortunately, that's not true. They are criminals. I'm not a part of the troll farm. I'm not a part of the troll farm. You wouldn't keep saying that if you weren't. Truth needs no support. And it also doesn't need convincing. He doesn't love her. He's in it for the money. He gets all of her money. When you got a bounty on your head and people want to unalive you, you have to make plans and hard choices. And even before Odell and I were completely enthralled in our relationship, even before we were completely committed to each other all the way, we both agreed and knew one thing. We were committed to God's plan. You want to move around? Committed to God's plan before we met. Being together. Being together just, it locked it in. It proved it, it sealed it. We chose God's plan together, and then we chose each other. But when people are trying to take you out, you have to make plans. You have to make contingencies. Because if anything should happen to you, you need to make sure that the work goes on. I made it very clear to Odell. I believe in him. I believe in what he's doing. And if anything would ever happen to me, I know that he would get the work done. See, I know that. I've had so many people promise me they would never let my legacy go to waste or be in vain. But Odell is the one person that keeps that promise, in my opinion, in my life. If anything should ever happen to me, I know he'll do the right thing with it. So when a person has the faith and the courage to trust another human being that much, where they're willing to say, if anything should happen to me, you take everything and keep going. That's trust. It's not a scam. It's trust. Watch my back. What's that supposed to mean? Watch your back, Kit Kat? Who are you? I've never seen you before. You speak. You know what? I'm gonna let you rock.
I'm gonna let them rock, because then I'll report them.
I'm gonna let you rock for a second.
Remember,
You speak.
any threats now are taken very serious. So let them keep up the bad work.
Well, that was a good dude. You found your true love. I know. And I didn't eat. All I had to do was go get a haircut. Hold on. You speak. Kit Kat is what Diddy called who? Diddy ain't never had no pet names for me. I don't know Diddy in that way. I guess you've been over there talking to Miss Fuller. Yeah, we know what to do with you. We're going to make sure. I just hit him from the channel. He doing too much. You speak. A mess. Isn't that what Diddy called you?
Well, that's fine. That person gets reported not only to YouTube, but, you know.
Yeah, I just reported that comment. Just like people running around, like, hosting the name Trevor Green, like, that's not weird. I gotta go. It's time to argue about breakfast. I gotta go. Yes, I know I was muted. I can't let everybody hear everything that I say to my man. So I'll see y'all later. It's time to get it. And y'all better do something about these likes. Y'all know how they be hating. I'll see y'all later today. Bye. Ooh, what we fighting over? Eggs or bacon?